Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to the Adults Play Bedrock server. It's opening day. Woohoo! Yeah, finally. Still got a good load of stocking up that needs doing, but I'll work on that. But I kind of thought, you know what, it's probably time we got the doors open on the store. So Random Mart is now open. So let's take you through. So we've got our lovely cashiers here ready to serve you. We have checkouts 1 and 2. We have a little book there that tells you how Random Mart works. So effectively you have grocery boxes, and there's kind of three tiers effectively to how this works. So if you just decide to fill one row of your shulker box, that will just be 69, and again that's one row of whatever you want. So that's a full stack of something that's there. If you want 2 rows, it'll be 32 iron, and if you're wanting to take a full box, that is 1 diamond. The grocery boxes are marked up as grocery boxes and saying please return. Helpful if you do, not a massive issue if you don't, but if you do come back and shop, please reuse your grocery box and bring that with you next time you come. So we just take you down the aisles. We have our vegetable aisle here. So you can see we have our carrots, potatoes, beetroots, wheat and pumpkins, and we also have the mushrooms just on the front here. We have our fruit aisle, so we have our sweet berries, we have whole melons, we have sliced melons, we have apples, and we don't have anything sort of down this aisle yet. This will be the drinks aisle, just working on that at the moment, but I'll show you that in just a second. We do have some bottled water though at the front if you are looking for a quick refreshment. We have a little gardening and plants aisle, so we have some seeds. We'll be getting some melon and pumpkin seeds there as well. We have sugar cane. Having a little bit of trouble growing my chorus fruit at the moment, but there will be chorus fruit available. There's cactus and there are reeds. And then we have kind of our ingredients and dairy, so we have honey, cocoa, sugar and milk, and probably quite a lot of this will end up getting taken up with milk. And then we have eggs on the end. Then we have our bakery aisle, so we have bread, cake, pumpkin pie and cookies. We then move on to our chilled meat and fish, so we have beef, pork, mutton, chicken. There will be rabbit, I've just got to get some rabbits, and fish. And then on the end of the aisle we might have a couple of extra bits and pieces, but we start with the cooked meats here, or cooked foods: pork, mutton, beef, chicken. We will have rabbit stew, and we have beetroot soup and mushroom stew as well. So the plans are there's going to be a little bit of expansion. We'll probably use this wall here that will actually have a new stand. So the new stand will be, well, magazines effectively, but that will be some enchanted books that we'll have up there as well. Again, they take up a slot in your box, so you're free to take the magazine or book that you'd like. They're probably not going to be super duper high enchanted books. We may keep some specialist books back that may be a different price depending on what we get. But I'll obviously show you back to base what we've been up to. But that is the upper floor of Random Mart. So you've got 2 checkouts for your convenience, 2 lovely, friendly, helpful cashiers to help you choose your goods. So thank you for shopping at Random Mart. Have an amazing day. So yeah, like I said, I need to do a bit of work still to get stuff stocked up. But I thought I'd kind of get the doors open and get people aware that we are working on it. So bear with stock. Then we're down to the storeroom, which eventually we're trying to fill up. Then just our sort of preparation area. In fact, I think have I got some? Oh, I do. I have some cooked steak to put away. Thought I had some left. Oh, and some cooked pork chops as well. We'll get those up and out. So we have this room here, which is our drinks preparation area. So we will be making some drinks. I want to actually take the wall back a little bit and put I'll probably do it down here, just a water source in. So we just need to pretty that up a little bit. Obviously our chicken cooker, which is working quite well, provided we're here kind of anyway. And I'm taking all the feathers over to Trash and Treasure. But that's quite a simple little chicken cooker. So basically it is a hopper going into a dispenser, and we've got our adult chickens are up there. We've got an observer, which is facing upwards, to our comparator, which is spotting when the chicken lays an egg into the hopper, and that goes into the dispenser, and once that hits the dispenser it triggers the redstone signal down there, and the dispenser fires it out. Then we have our little baby chickens who are just below the lava blade there. It looks like they're in it, they're not. Once they grow up, of course, they'll hit the lava and it'll kill them. And all of the goodies drop into the chest down there. So nice easy supply of cooked chicken. I wanted to try and get a like a cow farm in. If you'd seen the Vanilla Derp series with Desert Rat, Dariana and Viking Gaming, I did make a very simple cow farm that kind of cooks your cows for you, but I want a bit of a mixture of both raw and cooked meat available, so we'll probably stick to what we've got at the moment and just cook that. So we've just got another entrance there, like an in and an out. And then this area here again needs glamming up a little bit, but this is our employee rest area, talking of which it is a night, so let's have a little sleep. There we go. And then the last thing that I've only probably put in the last couple of days, that I probably again I want to upgrade, maybe put an auto fisher in, but we've just got a little pool here that we can do some fishing should we need to, because that's one area that we haven't got a great deal of stock. So as far as the payment system goes, you'll pick up, come in, you've got a ender chest place there for your convenience for accessing your precious things for paying. And you collect your grocery box, you go around, you fill your grocery box as much or as little as you want to, and then when you come back to the checkout, all you need to do is just throw your payment into the hopper, and that will take it down to the payment area. So hopefully that is all okay. I hope like little kind of checkouts, we use like the lecterns for that, which kind of look cool, and then lots of lighting just using the strip lights. Now again, if we start to fill up and stuff, we can extend the shelving effectively up. But yeah, like I said, I'd like to try and get sort of a magazine shop little bit just on the side there. So what I'll do is probably just have a bunch of item frames and mount the books in there, and then you just come along and take the books that take your fancy and just pop it into your box. So that is Random Mart. So please feel free to come and enjoy our friendly family grocery store. So let us zoom back. See, I walk past animals, it's terrible. I just walk past them and I'm like, yeah, these are potential stock. But you know, no, I've got my farms at home. And that is what we shall do. Now I do need to go get some jungle logs at some point to extend. Oh, we haven't done our... let's go with this one today. Ooh, diamond. Nice. And you know what? Let's do one of the challenge ones as well, because we did actually do a challenge one the other day, which I'll show you when we get back, which was to give a random gift to somebody, which I have done. So I don't know if that person's been on or seen their random gift yet. It was done a few days ago. If you did, in fact, actually, by the time this goes out, it's probably done about 2 weeks ago. But if you did, I hope you enjoyed it. I haven't bothered putting a name or anything like that on it. I just left something in your base, so I hope it was good. But let's have a look. What have we got? We have got tell everyone you love them. Ah, do you know what? We can go around and do that. We can do that. We could visit everybody's house and leave them a little love note. That's something fun we could do. But yeah, I was saying I need to get some jungle wood. I hear you, Mr. Zombert. I don't know where you are. Get some jungle wood to expand the cocoa bean farm a little bit. I did try with the jungle, like the six-sided logs, but that doesn't seem to work with the cocoa beans, so I'll probably need to go and get something. It looks like the wood store is out of stock, which is not a problem. It's always nice to go and have a little bit of an explore while you can. But yeah, lots has happened. So I'm actually currently on a couple of days annual leave from work, so of course I thought I'd plough my time into to playing on the server. So the time that I'd usually spend doing my recording and stuff at the weekend, I actually spent doing stuff at the base. So we've done a few bits and pieces around. A couple of things I'm quite excited about. One thing I'm kind of excited about, but I think it needs refining. So I've kind of fudged it as best as I know how at the moment, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, it's the first time I've ever tried to do something like this. And all will become clear when we get back to base. I'm going to kind of quickly kind of skip past something that you might see, but we'll go upstairs first of all and look at the bits and pieces that we've been doing up here. So we'll start on the top floor. So nothing new here. We've basically put a few more chests in just to store bits and pieces. I still need to sort the floor out. We haven't done anything as yet with our armoury. We do need to just get some stands made for that. But I've now got... Guys, seriously? What is with this? Go away. I'm sorry, but you just annoy me, though you give me leather, which is fine. But yeah, we've extended the farm a little bit, so we've expanded this area. So this is where I'm going to be putting probably about 3 more little farms for the cocoa beans. We've expanded our carrot farm by 1. We've obviously got our mushrooms, which have been doing okay. Chorus, see, they've grown. They're just not turning into like the seeds at the top. I'm just getting to the chorus flower, and it's not going to the little seed thing. So that's not very helpful. We've got our cactus farm. We've got our reed farm, and obviously the rest of the stuff we've had previously. And obviously, again, I think we don't know whether we did this previously, but we have extended the potato farm too. So nothing new going on there with the mushrooms. Cows, again, we're just kind of breeding them up periodically and culling periodically. Same with the sheep. Same with the pigs. Chickens, as you can see, are thriving. We end up with way more eggs than we could possibly need. That's going to be full already, isn't it? Yeah. Let's just give that a little bit of a clear out and give you an idea. It is literally just stacking up with eggs. However, I need to probably do this there's probably a much cleverer way of doing this involving redstone, which I really have no clue about, because I'm absolutely dreadful with redstone. However, I've just stocked up a dispenser just with eggs, and what I do is I'll just sit here and just hold my left click button and I'll empty the dispenser out, and we end up getting, obviously, a bunch of chickens. So it's a kind of way of, I just sit here for a couple of seconds while I have a coffee, and we get some chickens out. So let's just refill that back up again, and we'll refill our inventory. I can go and put those away. But yeah, so again, I come in periodically, just kind of cull the chickens, and I leave those, because we've got the chicken cooker, I don't bother cooking those. These, what I'll do with the pigs and the cows is that I'll kind of do it 50-50, that half I'll cook, half I will keep raw. So, shulker boxes. We started naming those, so we've changed our storage around a little bit. I'm just going to put these eggs into here because I'm pretty sure I've already filled the shulker box. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, well you can just sit in there for the moment. So yeah, I have gone through and named all of the shulker boxes. So we've got this one, which is where I keep any vegetable stuff. This one is any fruit. This one is any meat, and I'm going to put those cooked bits of meat in there because I forgot all about them. This one is fish. Oh no, that's cool. There we go. We have got space in eggs. That's fine. We'll pop those eggs into there. This one is where our buckets of milk go. Then we have our honey over here, and then we have our sort of plants and seeds and stuff here. So every time I get to a point where I've bred up as much as I want to, and I have spare seeds and I get a full stack in here, and a few spare, then I'll drop those in. I might even start to offer fertilizer as well. And then we've obviously got these here, so I've got some potions which we can use for drinks, and I'll probably name that box up. And then we've got these other 3 which don't really have a great deal in them at the moment. So that is that. We'll just put in a couple of chests here. So we've got some of our armour, horse armour, tools, weapons, etc. in here. And we've got tools and an awful lot of leads in here. And I've just jiggled things around a bit. We've got the flags that we got from the boxes. We've got all of our bits and pieces there. And look, yeah, this is it. So we've got a stack of free redstone coupon and a stack of free dye coupon. But this was the leave a random gift for somebody, and this is tell everyone you love them. So I need to do that. I do need to do that. Now, something completely awesome also happened as well. I logged on to play last weekend or earlier in the week, and this whole area here was like 2, possibly 3 deep in diamond blocks. Then there were 3 shulker boxes. There was a shulker box that was full of iron ingots, a shulker box full of gold ingots, and a shulker box full of emerald blocks, which is absolutely crazy. So I had entered the prize draw that T-Snow had put on in the war room, and it was basically you kind of named a diamond and then you were kind of randomly drawn out. So I know there were 3 winners. I have no idea. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't even care which prize level it was. It was a phenomenal prize. So I'm not kidding you. Come and see the stuff we have. So in here, this is all of our diamonds and emeralds. So we did have some bits here. We've got our beacon base here that we still need to put together. But pretty much all of the rest of this was the emeralds that we won. We had 64 blocks of diamond plus another 8 blocks of diamond that we won. And then check out all the iron and stuff as well that we've now got, all the iron and gold. So that is just super awesome. So we can actually, let's pop our little diamond in there, why not? So that was actually up there with one of the most amazing things that happened this week. So thank you so much to T-Snow for that. But what an absolute result. So now I can do loads and loads of shopping. Then the other really cool thing that happened actually was something happened yesterday, in fact. Look! We have bees! So I went out on a little tour. Now the door's a little bit funky in so much as I've got it on levers just because I was a little bit worried about the bees settling on pressure plates. Can't put buttons on glass. I didn't want the button on the floor. And I would wonder whether they could settle on that as well. So I was a little bit like, don't really want to do that in case they escape. So I'm having to do that, and you kind of open it, go out, and you have to shut it with the same lever, obviously. But it works. It works. But as you can see, my hives are producing. So we had the hive originally, the one in the middle. And we'd found that over that way, I think it was. But there were no bees around. So I had a campfire. I've kept the campfire under it in the hope that I would get some bees. And I went over to a village which is over this way. And there was a couple of hives over there and there were bees. And I was able to, using flowers and or leads, bring back about 3 bees. I managed to gather the 2 hives that were there. Which I have collected, and I've been bringing back the bees and I've been breeding them. So I think now I've got about 5, possibly 6 bees all working hard. So I need to get some honeycomb and make some extra beehives, or just go out. I've got a feeling there is another one that's kind of lurking over that way somewhere that I can probably just go and get because there weren't any bees in it. But yeah, you can hear them. I was hoping they'd pop out and say hi, but I'm guessing probably not. But yeah, I've just been gathering flowers, just giving a little breed with them. And yeah, that's super cool. I bet as soon as I leave, they'll come out, won't they? They might just be a little bit shy. But yeah, they're busy making honey, which is really very cool indeed. So yeah, that is the bees. Then we go further down again. So it's been a bit of a busy few days. So in here we sort of briefly mentioned we're putting an enchanting room in. I've just marked out where the bookshelves are going to go. So I just need to make the bookshelves. It's not like we're short on leather. The biggest challenge I think is just the reeds, because I've been using all of the reeds for sugar and stuff for the shop. But do you know what? You know, I need to have my enchanting table. I can use the enchanting room at spawn, so it's not a major thing. So this here originally ended as a wall here with a 2-high block of netherrack. The door out to the mine has now moved to here. So we've still got access to that. We've got plenty of coal and things like that. I've just got a little button on that side. And then we have this over here. So you may remember we had the skellie spawner that we found, well, several months ago, in fact, to be fair. Well, I finally did something with it. Now, stuff's been happening. I've not spent a lot of time AFKing. It's more been I've been trying to build it, but I've kind of fudged it a bit. But down this way, we have a little AFK room. So, just up here, this here is the drop that comes down from the room above. Now, I'm having a few issues with the water. I don't know whether it's the room size on it, but I was getting water coming all the way down here, and I kind of didn't want to get water all the way. I just wanted it to sort of push them down the hole, because further down there we've got the water stream that is pushing them along, takes them to a water elevator, which takes them back up again. There we go. Did you see somebody just fell down there? So see if we can try and coax this chappie through the system. So running all the way along here we have a water stream, and then that leads to a water elevator that's a few blocks back. You might hear that go shortly. So it's a little bit slow. I think, you know, I need to sort of sit there and get it warmed up, as it were. But standing in that AFK room seems to generate lots of spawns, which is good. And it was certainly, when I was up near it, it was spawning quite a lot, because the building got a little bit treacherous when I had to go and put a fix in. But ultimately they'll come along, they'll go up the water elevator, they'll get pushed along here about half a dozen blocks, and then drop down. And literally it's been a one-hit kill for the most part. This is about 20 blocks here, so they'll take a bit of damage, you know, enough that you could sit there with your fist and just punch them. But I don't know whether our chappie's going to come through. Has he got stuck somewhere? I think sometimes I need them to sort of push each other through a little bit. So it does take a little bit of time to kind of get going. But yeah, it's up probably about 10 blocks up from here. You can end up hearing the skellies clanking around. So yeah, it's not hugely efficient. I think I could probably done a much better job with it. Maybe actually bought the killing platform. There we go. There's another one spawned up there. You just hear the clanking now. But I think, you know, we could probably bring the killing platform up a bit closer to this, so actually we could stand there and it triggers the spawns. But do you know what? For my first attempt involving water elevators and all of that sort of stuff, I'm not overly worried. We've got the skelly spawner at spawn. It was just kind of a nice way to sort of get, there we go, a nice way to get some XP at home, and that'll be useful obviously for when we're making the books. There we go. There's another one. So we're getting a few going through the system now, which might mean we'll start to get some action coming out the other end. But yeah, it seems to work pretty well. There's somebody else about to come down shortly. But let's go see if anything's happening the other end. So it does take a little while, but hopefully you'll start to hear people disappearing up the water elevator and start to get them coming down through the system. Waiting patiently for the sound. Nope. No one. But yeah, you can see, you know, we've got a decent number of bones, decent number of arrows. We have got a lovely chain chest plate. A couple of bows. I used a couple of the bows. I've repaired them to use for making the dispenser for the chicken thing. I think, hang on, maybe we've got somebody coming out. There we go. I can hear stuff going up the water elevator now. So should start pushing each other down the water stream. There we go. Oh. Well, he despawned then. Did he die? Well, it doesn't usually happen. They don't normally despawn. I just wonder whether it's become day or something like that, and that's what's happened. Anyway, so that is the spawner when it decides to work. So yeah, I just need to spend a little bit of time AFK just to build up the spawns in that. But yeah, that is pretty much what I've been up to. So there is 25 minutes of the bees out. Oh, come on, come and say hi, bees. Let's quickly sleep, that'll be why. There we go. There's one of them. So they'll probably all pop out shortly. But yeah, there's the bees, which is really cool. I'm really pleased I got that, and it's been quite a reasonably efficient source of honey. But there we go. See, that I've even got my best diamond armour on for the occasion. So that is everything. That's where we're up to. So like I said, I need to carry on kind of grinding out, just gathering supplies effectively for the shop. I need to go out and get some fish, start making books and things like that, so we can have our magazine store. Maybe we'll sell like a chest of books as well, just plain books that people can enchant themselves. But you know, I've got the enchanted table now. I can easily pop to the skellie spawner and gather a load of levels and get those enchanted. So that is one other thing that we can do. But there we go. I think we'll call it an episode at this point. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're on the server, I hope you visit Random Mart and come and stock up on all of your food needs. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.